everyone, welcome to Quilters Vibe. So here is our inspiration piece, and we're going to use this triangle stamp set. So this stamp set is from Altenew, and it's called Simple Shapes XL. I've chosen 3 sets of Catherine Pooler ink. One is 2 shades of yellow, 2 shades of pink, 2 shades of purple. 1 shade is lighter and 1 shade is darker.
What?
Poor Morgan, he thought I was talking to him. Why would I talk to him? He's only my son. Okay, so I'm going to use this triangle stamp, and this is the one I'm going to use for this entire process. I'm starting with my lightest color, so this is my light purple color. The light purple is Sweet 16. The light pink that I'm going to use is Pink Champagne, and the light yellow that I used was Shea Butter. I'm going to line each of these triangles up against each other and stamp them with the light ink. I decided to go with 2 stamps. I stamped each of the images twice to get me a really nice saturated, solid stamping. I really wanted a nice solid stamping, and then I'm just going to match them up. And so I keep doing this until I have the circle that goes, all the way around. And the nice thing is these stamps worked perfectly for this. I love this stamp set. I've used it before for some quilting type layouts, and I think it's just awesome. So you can see here how nicely they fit together. They really did exactly what I wanted them to do. I was so happy. So I'm just cleaning up here before I do my last set. Throughout the process of stamping, I always have a baby wipe. I prefer Huggies brand baby wipes because they are a lot less lint. They're like, there's no lint in them, right? So if you get Pampers or some of the other more fabricy baby wipes, sometimes you get little like white balls, but you don't get them with the Huggies. So once I had this first image stamped, and you can see how beautiful it looks and how it matches the inspiration piece, the quilt blocks, so perfectly. I was so excited when this worked. I had an idea in my head, and you know how it is, sometimes it doesn't work. It works. So now I'm taking my darker purple. This is Royal Treatment. This is a really deep, dark purple. Was very careful when I was matching these up. And so I'm gonna add the darker purple triangles in between the lighter purple ones. And I am stamping on Nina 110 pound Classic Crest cardstock. The reason I'm using that is because I am putting a lot of ink onto this paper, and I don't want it to pill, and I don't want to have problems with it. Sometimes if you just use like a thinner white cardstock that's not a real good quality, you end up with very like bleeding edges and stuff like that. So I'm using some really, really good cardstock because I knew going in I was going to be using a ton of ink on these. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through, I'm going to do the light and the dark. So I'm going to do the purple, and then I'm going to do the pink, and then I'm going to do the yellow. So the 2 colors, the 2 darker colors I'm using, the 2 shades of pink are Be Mine and Pink Champagne. The 2 shades of yellow are Shea Butter and Tiara. And I'm just gonna, this took me about maybe 45 minutes to an hour of just stamping. And then I let everything really dry, like really, really dry, thoroughly dry. Again, because I had so much ink on these. And then I fussy cut them out. You can see them, look how adorable. And then I used my white jelly roll pen to add some stitching to each of the areas where the triangles met. And these turned out gorgeous. They turned out exactly the way they looked in my head, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm adding these white stitching lines, just some faux stitching lines. I thought about hand stitching them, I really did, but you know what? I felt like I had really worked on that paper so much already. It didn't need extra wetness or extra manipulation. So the rest of my layout is going to come together really easily because I have those 3 large elements that are going to start and be the base for my page. My photo is one I pulled from Instagram, and I'm going to back it with some vellum. So I'm going to be using the scrapbookingstore.com's September kit, which is the I Am kit. If you have never seen the scrapbookingstore.com, I will have an affiliate link down below that you can click on and take a peek. They do what I love to call budget-friendly kits. So their kits aren't the latest and the greatest. They're not super large, but you can get quite a few layouts out of their kits. I usually get 5 or 6, and then I still have lots of their product left over to get a couple more out. So I like the size of their kits. I think they're very manageable and easy to do. So these are some cut-aparts from the cut-aparts sheet. The September kit features Simple Stories I Am collection. And so I know I want to add these 3 elements that are quite large. This layout, like I said, came together very quickly, but I'm also a little bit off my camera, but which was not my intention. It just kind of happened that way. I think I had my camera backwards in my video, or on my phone. So I decided on placement for these large elements, and I'm going to go ahead and get them adhered down, and then I'm going to fill in the larger white areas with some stickers and some of the Truly Grateful buttons that came as, well, the stickers came as part of the kit, but the buttons were the upgrade. I'm going to pop dot some of these up. So my journaling is going to talk about a rough day. This was, I took this selfie one day, and it was a rough day. And I think it's important sometimes that, people know not every day is smiles and happiness and perfection, right? That's important too. But the point of my journaling is that even though my day was really rough and some really just not good things happened, I powered through and everything worked out okay in the end. And so I went ahead and I'm choosing elements from the sticker sheet that kind of help me tell my story. I am going to do journaling on that little journal card that I put there, and I'm going to pop up some stickers, but I'm keeping the embellishing super simple and easy. I've done all the work on those quilt pieces, and now I just wanted to kind of get this page together in a timely fashion. And again, I apologize that half my layout is not on camera, but I tried to edit it so that you got to see as much of the process as you possibly could. This is me pulling all these buttons. So I love the buttons from Page Evans. I love the buttons from American Crafts, but they are too thick. And so I always end up pulling that huge foam piece off the back of them and then just gluing them straight to my page. But I do end up using quite a few of these buttons. They really did work really well with the colors. They matched my stamping perfectly. I couldn't be happier. So I was really happy to be able to use them. I think I might only have 3 left. And at this point, I realized my camera was messed up. So I did my journaling. Andre says it hello. I did my journaling, I did my stamping, and now I went through my Nuvo drops, and I'm trying to decide what color I want to use. I want to add a little bit of Nuvo drop, but I had a couple of different colors that were really going to match my layout well. And in the end, I went with these stone drops that are a pink graphite. The reason I went with these is because they dry kind of bumpy, so they gave some extra texture. And also when you push, when you create them, they don't end up, they end up coming out quite substantial. So they're not little drops, if that makes sense. So I'm just flicking them now so they will kind of level out and look all nice on my page. And that's where we're going to complete this one. Be sure to head over and check out Christy and Daisy and Alex's channels. Their videos, if they're not up when you go over, they'll be up soon. And I will see you all again later. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye.